Have you ever felt like your balance isn't as steady as it used to be, but you can't quite figure out why? Maybe you started holding onto walls when you walk, taking shorter steps on uneven ground, or hesitating before stepping off a curb. It doesn't always begin with a fall. Often, it's these small moments that add up, turning a quiet loss of confidence into a loud fear of falling. But here's the truth that most people don't talk about. Balance doesn't vanish overnight. In most cases, it slips away because of 5 common and preventable mistakes. The good news, once you know what they are, you can stop the decline and even regain the stability you've missed. In this video, we'll break down these 5 mistakes and give you simple, actionable fixes to help you move with confidence again. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, these steps could be the difference between cautious steps and a fearless stride. Let's dive in. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Mistake 1, neglecting ankle and foot strength. Most people assume that balance originates in the brain or relies heavily on core and hip stability. While these areas certainly play a role, the true starting point of balance is often overlooked: your feet and ankles. These small but critical structures are your body's first line of defense against instability. Every time you walk on uneven terrain, step off an unexpected curb, or catch yourself from a misstep, your ankles act as rapid response stabilizers. They make micro adjustments to your posture, absorb impact, and send crucial sensory feedback to your brain to help you stay upright. Yet as we age, we gradually lose strength and mobility in our feet and ankles, not because of inevitable decline, but because we stop challenging them. Modern footwear with thick cushioned soles reduces the need for natural foot engagement. Years of walking exclusively on flat, predictable surfaces like hardwood floors or pavement allow the muscles in our feet to grow lazy. Many of us also avoid walking barefoot, further weakening the intricate network of muscles, tendons, and ligaments that should be actively supporting us. The result, stiff, unresponsive ankles that fail to correct even minor imbalances, leading to increasing instability, hesitation in movement, and ultimately a higher risk of falls. Take George, a 76-year-old man I once worked with. He hadn't suffered any major injuries, and his vision was sharp. Yet he found himself stumbling more often than before. "It's like my feet don't react fast enough," he admitted. When we assessed his ankle mobility, it was alarmingly restricted. His feet had essentially gone to sleep from years of neglect. But after just 2 weeks of simple exercises, gentle foot circles to restore mobility, towel scrunches to reactivate his arches, and standing calf raises to rebuild strength, his balance noticeably improved. "I never realized how much my feet mattered," he told me. "Now I can feel them working again." You can test your own foot and ankle strength right now. Try standing barefoot and lifting yourself onto your tiptoes. Do you wobble or struggle to stay steady? Next, attempt standing on one foot. Do your ankles feel engaged and quick to adjust, or sluggish and unsteady? If the latter, you're not alone, but it's a clear warning sign. The very foundation of your balance is weak, and without intervention, that weakness will only grow. The good news, strengthening your feet and ankles doesn't require expensive equipment or complicated routines. It begins with reawakening dormant muscles. Walk barefoot on varied surfaces like grass, sand, or a textured mat to stimulate sensory feedback. Roll a tennis ball under your foot to release tightness and improve circulation. Stretch your calves daily to maintain flexibility. Most importantly, practice slow, deliberate movements like mindful walking or controlled heel toe steps that force your feet to actively engage rather than passively rely on external support. When your feet and ankles are strong, the benefits extend far beyond balance. Your posture improves. Your movements become smoother and more efficient. You recover faster from slips or trips. You'll notice the difference in everyday actions. Turning quickly, stepping sideways, or adjusting to sudden shifts in direction. Ignoring foot and ankle strength might seem insignificant, but it's often the first domino to fall in a chain of balance deterioration. Strengthen them and the rest of your body gains a fighting chance to stay steady, confident, and resilient. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Mistake 2, avoiding balance training altogether. The second major mistake is subtler but just as damaging, avoiding balance training entirely. At first glance, this seems harmless. After all, most people don't consider balance a skill that needs practice. We assume it's automatic, like breathing. But balance is far more complex than we realize. It's a finely tuned collaboration between your muscles, joints, inner ear, vision, and nervous system. And like any skill, if you don't use it, you lose it. As we grow older, we naturally become more cautious. We walk slower to avoid tripping. We steer clear of uneven ground. We stop reaching for high shelves or turning quickly. While this caution may prevent short-term stumbles, it creates a dangerous long-term cycle. The less we challenge our balance, the weaker it becomes. Our muscles forget how to react swiftly. Our brain receives fewer signals from underworked nerves. Our confidence in movement erodes, making us even more hesitant, a self-perpetuating decline. Linda, a 73-year-old woman I trained, summed it up perfectly. I just try not to move too fast anymore. When we tested her balance with simple drills, standing with her feet close together, walking heel to toe in a straight line, she was stunned by how unsteady she felt. I had no idea I'd lost that, she said. I thought I was being careful, but I was making myself weaker. The solution isn't to take up extreme balance challenges or risk dangerous stunts. It's about small, consistent efforts that reintroduce instability in a controlled way. Stand on one foot while brushing your teeth. Practice slow, flowing Tai Chi movements to improve coordination. Walk heel to toe along a straight line, arms outstretched for stability. Even simply standing with your feet together and closing your eyes for a few seconds can sharpen your body's awareness. These subtle exercises do more than strengthen muscles. They rewire your brain-body connection. They teach your system how to adjust, recover, and stabilize efficiently. Over time, they rebuild not just physical stability, but also confidence. Person with a strong balance moves with assurance. They stride through crowds without hesitation. They reach for objects without second-guessing their footing. Most importantly, they trust their body to respond when needed. Avoiding balance training might feel safe in the moment, but it's a silent thief, stealing agility, reaction speed, and independence over time. The antidote: embrace small challenges daily. Balance isn't just about staying upright. It's about staying capable, fearless, and free in your movements for years to come. Mistake 3. Using improper or unstable footwear at home. One of the most common yet frequently overlooked mistakes that seniors make is wearing inappropriate footwear around the house. At first glance, this might seem like a trivial concern, but it carries serious, potentially life-altering consequences. Improper footwear is not just a minor oversight. It's one of the leading preventable causes of falls within the home. These incidents can result in fractures, hospital stays, and a devastating loss of independence. Our feet serve as the foundation of our balance, functioning as natural stabilizers and shock absorbers. They are intricate structures composed of numerous bones, joints, muscles, and nerve endings that work together to keep us upright and mobile. When we compromise this balance by wearing shoes with inadequate arch support, loose slippers that slide off at every step, or even worse, walking barefoot on slippery surfaces like hardwood or tile, we risk serious injury. Without the proper grip, cushioning, and structural support, our feet cannot perform their essential functions, leaving us vulnerable to slips, trips, and dangerous falls. A common mistake many seniors make is opting for comfort over safety. While loose, soft slippers might feel cozy, they often lack the support needed to maintain balance. Similarly, walking barefoot may seem harmless, but it significantly increases the risk of slipping, especially on smooth, hard floors. In contrast, well-fitted, supportive footwear helps maintain stability, reduces stress on the joints, and enhances overall mobility. Consider the story of Jack, a 79-year-old retiree who never thought twice about his indoor footwear. For years, he walked around the house in socks, even during nighttime bathroom trips. One evening, while crossing his living room, his sock-clad foot slipped on a small throw rug. In a split second, Jack nearly fell, catching himself just in time by grabbing a doorframe. The incident left him shaken and deeply aware of the risks he'd been taking. He realized that the problem wasn't the rug, it was his socks, which had no traction at all. To reduce the risk of falls, it's essential to choose the right footwear. Opt for shoes with non-slip soles, good arch support, and a secure fit. Avoid wearing socks on smooth floors or opting for backless slippers that can easily slide off. Non-slip socks or house shoes with grip soles are a safer alternative. Additionally, regularly inspect your footwear for signs of wear and tear, such as worn-out treads or loose fabric, and replace them as needed. Taking a moment to assess your indoor footwear choices can significantly impact your safety. Don't underestimate the importance of proper shoes in maintaining your balance and mobility. By making this small but vital change, you are actively protecting your independence and well-being. But here's the thing, it wasn't the rug's fault. When I really thought about it, I realized that my socks had no traction at all. I had essentially been skating around my own house for years without fully grasping just how much risk I was taking. This experience made me pause and reevaluate the importance of proper footwear, especially as we age. The overlooked danger of improper footwear. Many people don't realize that the problems caused by wearing inappropriate footwear go far beyond the obvious risk of slipping. Sure, slipping on a rug while wearing smooth-bottom socks is an immediate danger, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. The long-term effects of wearing unsupportive or unstable shoes can seriously affect your mobility and overall well-being. One of the biggest issues with improper footwear is the lack of shock absorption. Shoes with thin, worn-out soles do little to cushion the impact of walking. Each step sends excessive force up through your feet and into your joints, which can exacerbate conditions like arthritis, plantar fasciitis, or chronic pain. As a result, you may feel more fatigued after walking short distances, and your joints may ache more than usual. Then there's the issue of loose or poorly fitted shoes. Whether it's slippers that slide off with every step or shoes with worn-down treads, this lack of stability means your feet are constantly shifting inside the shoe. This instability forces your body to make constant micro-adjustments to maintain balance, which can lead to muscle fatigue, awkward movements, and a higher risk of tripping or falling. The problem with over-cushioned or high-heeled shoes. Interestingly, shoes that are overly cushioned or have even a modest heel can be just as problematic. When your feet don't have firm contact with the ground, your proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space, becomes compromised. This is because excessive padding reduces the sensory feedback that your feet send to your brain. Consequently, your body takes longer to react when your balance is threatened, increasing the risk of falls, especially on uneven surfaces or when navigating stairs. Even small heels can tilt your body's center of gravity forward, forcing you to adjust your posture unnaturally. This subtle imbalance can make you more prone to stumbles, particularly if your coordination or muscle strength has diminished with age. What makes good footwear? So what makes footwear truly supportive and balance-enhancing? There are a few key characteristics to look for. 1. Firm arch support. This helps maintain proper foot alignment, reducing strain on your ankles, knees, and hips. 2. Flat, flexible soles. These allow for natural foot movement while keeping solid ground contact, essential for balance. 3. Non-slip treads. Whether you're walking on hardwood, tile, or carpet, high-quality treads provide the traction you need to prevent slips. 4. Secure fit. Shoes that fit snugly but comfortably reduce the risk of your foot moving around inside the shoe, which can destabilize your steps. 5. Proper cushioning. Just enough to reduce joint impact without compromising your balance or proprioception. 6. No elevated heels. Even small heels can compromise stability, so choose flat or low-profile footwear. Indoor and outdoor solutions. For outdoor wear, look for well-constructed walking shoes or supportive sneakers from reputable brands. These shoes are typically designed with balance and comfort in mind, offering the right blend of cushioning and stability. Indoors, consider non-slip house shoes or slippers that feature secure fastenings, such as Velcro straps, to keep them snugly on your feet. Grip socks with silicone traction patterns on the soles are also a good alternative for those who prefer not to wear full shoes indoors. Why proper footwear matters. This isn't just about comfort or style, it's about safety and mobility. Wearing the right footwear is crucial because it helps maintain your independence. A fall can have severe consequences, leading to fractures, lengthy hospital stays, and a long road to recovery. But more than that, a fall can take away your confidence in walking, making you hesitant to move around freely. This can lead to decreased physical activity, muscle atrophy, and a downward spiral in overall health. By simply making smarter footwear choices, you can drastically reduce the risk of these incidents. Proper shoes work with your body's natural balance systems rather than against them. They give you a secure foundation to walk confidently, whether you're moving from room to room or stepping outside for a stroll. A simple yet powerful change. The best part about this change is that it's easy to implement. You don't need to buy expensive orthopedic shoes or make drastic lifestyle changes. Just take a critical look at your current footwear and assess whether it meets the standards we've discussed. If your shoes are worn out, have slick bottoms, or lack support, it's time for an upgrade. Consider it an investment not just in footwear, but in your safety and quality of life. A lasting impact. Remember, something as simple as changing your shoes can have a significant positive impact on your life. You'll notice that walking becomes less of a chore, your joints feel less strained, and most importantly, you'll feel more secure on your feet. This simple adjustment can make the difference between feeling confident and being constantly worried about falling. If you've made it this far in the video and find these insights helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're still here with me. Your engagement means a lot. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay informed about more tips on staying healthy and active as you age. Your safety matters, and taking this small step can help protect it. Mistake 4, over-reliance on furniture or walls to walk. The fourth critical mistake that significantly undermines balance in older adults, one that often develops gradually and insidiously, is the excessive dependence on furniture, walls, countertops, or other stationary objects for support when moving about the home. While this behavior may provide an immediate sense of security in the moment, it represents what experts call a false safety that accelerates balance decline over time, ultimately increasing rather than decreasing fall risk. Every time you grip a chair back for support, press a palm against the wall for stability, or shuffle along while leaning heavily on countertops, you're sending a powerful subconscious message to your neuromuscular system. I don't trust you to keep me upright on your own. With repetition, this reliance on external supports initiates a vicious cycle. The less you challenge your body's natural balance mechanisms, the weaker and less responsive they become. The muscles most crucial for maintaining stability, particularly those in your ankles, legs, hips, and core, gradually atrophy from disuse, while the complex neural pathways coordinating balance and spatial orientation become less efficient due to a lack of practice. The story of Sarah, a 75-year-old grandmother, illustrates this phenomenon perfectly. After a minor fall several years earlier, she began using a cane constantly, even for short distances within her home. At first, it was just for peace of mind, she explained. But over time, I realized I couldn't walk from the living room to the kitchen without it. What began as a temporary precaution had become a permanent crutch, and her balance abilities had deteriorated accordingly. Through a carefully supervised program of balance exercises that gradually reduced her reliance on supports, Sarah was able to rebuild her confidence and strength. The turning point came when I noticed I was automatically reaching for walls, even when I didn't need to, she recalled. Now I can walk through my house freely, and I feel stronger than I have in years. The physiological consequences of over-reliance on external supports are profound. When we habitually use furniture or walls for balance, we essentially outsource work that should be performed by our musculoskeletal system. The postural muscles that should engage automatically with each step become lazy, losing both strength and their rapid reflexive responses. Meanwhile, our vestibular system, the inner ear balance mechanism, and proprioceptive system, our sense of body position, receive less practice interpreting subtle weight shifts, making them slower and less accurate. The result is a body that's less capable of preventing falls when unexpected slips or trips occur. To assess your dependence on external supports, try this simple test. Walk across your living room or down a hallway without touching any furniture or walls. Pay close attention to how you feel. Do you move confidently, or does anxiety immediately arise? Do you find yourself automatically reaching for nearby objects? If this exercise feels challenging, it's a clear sign that your body has adapted to relying on external supports rather than maintaining its natural balance abilities. The solution lies in systematically reducing dependence on furniture and walls through progressive balance training. Begin by practicing standing unaided for increasing periods. Start with 30 seconds near a sturdy support you can grab if needed, gradually working up to several minutes. Next, try taking just 2 or 3 deliberate steps without touching anything. Using proper heel-toe walking technique over weeks and months. Slowly increase the distance you can walk independently, always maintaining good posture with your head up and shoulders back. This process involves both physical and psychological components. On a physical level, you're rebuilding strength in neglected stabilizer muscles and retraining your nervous system's balance reflexes. Mentally, you're overcoming the fear of falling by proving to yourself that your body remains capable of maintaining stability. Many seniors are astonished by how quickly they regain confidence and ability once they begin consistently practicing unsupported movement. It's crucial to emphasize that this doesn't mean abandoning legitimate assisted devices when they're medically necessary. Rather, it's about ensuring that we're not using environmental supports as substitutes for maintaining our natural balance abilities. With patience and consistent practice, most older adults can significantly reduce their dependence on furniture and walls for stability, resulting in improved posture, stronger muscles, and dramatically reduced fall risk. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Mistake 5, ignoring vision and inner ear health. The 5th and frequently underestimated mistake contributing to balance problems in older adults involves neglecting 2 crucial physiological systems: vision and vestibular inner ear function. What many people fail to recognize is that human balance isn't simply a matter of leg strength or coordination. It's an extraordinarily complex process that integrates input from multiple sensory systems, with vision and the inner ear playing starring roles. As we age, natural changes in our visual system can profoundly impact balance. Pupils become smaller and less responsive to light changes. Lenses yellow and become less flexible, and the retina's light-sensitive cells deteriorate. These changes reduce visual acuity, depth perception, contrast sensitivity, and peripheral awareness, all critical for navigating our environment safely. When our eyes can't detect floor-level obstacles, judge step heights accurately, or quickly adjust to lighting changes, like walking from a bright room into a dim hallway, our brain lacks the precise spatial information it needs to maintain balance. Simultaneously, the vestibular system inside our inner ears, often called our balance organ, undergoes age-related degeneration. This intricate network of fluid-filled canals and sensitive hair cells detects head movements and position relative to gravity. As these structures deteriorate, our brain receives less accurate information about body positioning, making it harder to maintain equilibrium, especially during complex movements like turning quickly or looking upward. The case of Tom, an 80-year-old former tennis player, perfectly illustrates how these systems interact. An active man his entire life, Tom began experiencing unexplained stumbles, particularly in unfamiliar environments or low-light conditions. "I just assumed it was normal aging," he said. "I'd catch my toe on slight unevenness in sidewalks or misjudged steps." A comprehensive evaluation revealed multiple contributing factors: outdated eyeglass prescriptions that failed to correct his developing cataracts, significant hearing loss that also affected his vestibular function, and undiagnosed benign paroxysmal positional vertigo, BPPV, a common inner ear disorder. After updating his glasses, receiving hearing aids, and completing vestibular rehabilitation therapy, Tom's improvement was dramatic. It was like someone turned the lights back on, he marveled. I hadn't realized how much sensory information I'd been missing until it was restored. The crucial insight here is that most age-related vision and vestibular problems are treatable, yet they often go unrest for years. Regular comprehensive eye exams, not just basic vision screenings, can detect correctable issues like cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or outdated prescriptions. Specialized tests can evaluate depth perception, contrast sensitivity, and peripheral vision, all critical for balance. Similarly, vestibular disorders like BPPV, labyrinthitis, or Meniere's disease often respond well to targeted therapies when properly diagnosed. Particular warning signs that should prompt professional evaluation include frequent tripping or stumbling, especially in low-light conditions, difficulty judging steps or curb heights, new sensitivity to busy visual environments like crowded stores, episodes of dizziness or vertigo, particularly with head movements, a sensation of floating or swimming when walking, needing to touch walls for stability in dark environments. Many older adults dismiss these symptoms as inevitable consequences of aging, not realizing they might signal treatable conditions. The consequences of this neglect can be severe. When your eyes and inner ears send conflicting or unclear information to your brain, your balance systems must work harder with less reliable data, significantly increasing fall risk. The good news is that addressing these issues can yield dramatic improvements. Updated eyeglass prescriptions with special attention to intermediate and near vision, crucial for navigating floors and steps. Treatment of correctable eye diseases, vestibular rehabilitation exercises, and sometimes hearing aids, which often improve balance as well as hearing, can collectively restore much of your stability. Modern solutions like increased home lighting, particularly nightlights, using high-contrast tape on step edges, and wearing yellow-tinted glasses for improved contrast in low light can provide additional support. The key is recognizing that vision and inner ear health aren't isolated concerns. They're integral components of your balance system that deserve the same attention as muscle strength and flexibility. By taking proactive steps to maintain and optimize these sensory systems, you provide your brain with a clear, accurate information it needs to keep you steady on your feet. This comprehensive approach to balance, addressing strength, proprioception, vision, and vestibular function, offers the best possible defense against falls and the loss of independence they can bring. Don't allow treatable sensory impairments to undermine your stability when solutions are within reach. So, what's one thing you've learned today that you'll start practicing to improve your balance? Maybe it's strengthening your ankles, trying daily balance exercises, or even just checking your shoes for better support. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us create more content to keep you moving confidently and living fearlessly. Thanks for watching, and remember, small steps today lead to steadier strides tomorrow. See you in the next video.